Hi everyone, it's me, Christy here. Join me in my walk today. I hope that you are doing well and you are feeling fantastic today. I am in the pasture, in the open field where there's a lot of cows, carabaos, goats. Here's a beautiful goat. Oh, it's got a very long. See the goat. Hey goat. Yeah, it's got a very long. Let's see if I can try and put this down. There you go. It's a very beautiful day and very sunny. So I am now sitting on a mango tree in the back. It's very beautiful. Look at this mango tree. And there's some shade. So I'm gonna set up my camera right here and yeah, we can talk for a little bit. It's April 26th, 2025. I am here in northern Cebu, Philippines, and it's about 9 o'clock in the morning still, pretty early. I'm going on my walk and I'm going on my nature hug. What a lovely, lovely day it is today. It's very sunny and the temperature wise is about 31 degrees, maybe 32. I checked earlier, it was 31. And of course, Philippines is very humid, so there you have it. And there's some breeze, so I can't complain about it. There's some clouds as well forming. So yes, it's indeed a beautiful, sunny, warm day. And I am grateful for that. What a lovely scene. I just saw a bird flew by. So this area where I am at is not far from the highway. Actually, it's just a few hundred yards away. A few hundred yards. So it's very bright. So I'm just gonna have to put my sunglasses on because it's really bright. So bear with me. Anyways, I had a class this morning and I am on my break, so I started pretty early actually. So yeah, took care of the kids and got their food, breakfast ready, and so now I get to escape a little bit and be out in nature and just enjoy this beautiful scene and share this with the world. It's me here, an ordinary soul in a very ordinary life, in a very ordinary situation, finding magic and beauty in the present moment and in the gifts that I am able to experience and to enjoy. Oh, the breeze is just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. So these are sugarcane fields in the past, and when I was in my teenage years, I used to work here, weeding and fertilizing. My parents' boss used to farm this with sugarcane, but now I think they're leaving it empty and they're not farming anymore. And it's been a while. It's been so many years actually. Sugarcane farming here in the Philippines um, has become unpopular now. Though my town is considered to be the sugarcane capital of Cebu, but I think because we used to have a sugarcane factory here in my town and now it's closed, it shut down. So it's not operational anymore. So that's also one factor, I guess. But yes, um, we have lots of sugarcane here. So right now there's a little bit left and there's a few farms that are still surviving. But to process the sugarcane, they have to haul the sugarcane harvest to the other island. I think they take it to Negros. Yeah. So and it's a long travel, a long uh, boat ride to the island. It's probably gonna take 2 to a few hours travel, so maybe more. I don't exactly know. So, but that's how the business of sugarcane is doing right now. So because our sugarcane processing plant shut down, so less and less sugarcane around, but there are still huge empty farms that are turned into pasture like this, like where I am right now. So it's huge, but it's all animal pasture now, and the owners are not using it actually. So the local people who have farm animals, they're the one using it for pasture. Okay, so yeah, that's it for you know around here where I am. So many cows and goats. There's dozens of them around. So it's fascinating to just watch nature provides for these animals through this empty lands and pasture. So it's a beautiful thing to witness and to see. Okay, so today I'm going to probably talk about accountability and responsibility. As I evolved spiritually, I know for sure that I'm on a specific timeline on my spiritual evolution, and so as everybody out there in the world. And I hope you can resonate with what I'm going to talk about. All of us have our own perspective of the world and our lives and our visions and dreams, and we have our own understanding of what is going on and why, and we have our own ability to perceive the truths and the wisdom that is around us, that is in every circumstance or challenge that we face in life. And I do believe that I would have my own and you would have yours too. But for me, over the course of years and through the challenges and experiences that I have and I've had experience, I come to a conclusion and understanding that no matter how hard I would try, no matter how hard I would try to control things, I don't have the power to control things. And when things happen, it's not because I will it to happen, it's because there's a greater force, there's a greater source of energy out there that is beyond my grasp. And I do believe in the greatest power of the divine creator, that is God, and I believe that He is in everything. He is in every person, He is in every circumstance, He is everywhere. He is right here with me right now, even if I'm alone. So, even if you are alone as well out there, He is with you, He is with us all. And so, talking about responsibility again, I used to think when I was young, I was mostly my parents' responsibility. I guess when I was still ignorant and innocent as a child, I was their responsibility to be clothed, to be put in a house, to have roof over my head, and of course to be fed, to eat food. That was my parents' responsibility. But over the course of time, as I aged and as I mature and as I am able to think right and distinguish right from wrong, I realized that I was not my parents' responsibility anymore. And I am grateful to have understood that earlier in my life. At first, it was hard for me because I took the responsibility of a parent as well, knowing that my dad and my mom were uneducated and they were incapable financially, and they had so many kids. There's 8 of us. So, looking at my situation and my background and my experience growing up, at the age of 5, I learned how to cook. I learned how to take the animals to the pasture and bring them home, bring them back home, and feed them, and take them to the rivers to drink water, because that's what we used to do. And if there were no water in the river, we had to take a bucket of water and give it to the animals. And usually we don't have a, what do you call this, we don't have barn animals. We just have open field animals that during the day we take them to the pasture, and at the end of the day, when the sun is actually hot in the middle of the day, we put them in the shade where there's a tree, a mango tree, a coconut tree, or any kind of tree to protect them, to give them a little bit of shade. And at the end of the day, we have to go back and gather the animals, and we tie them with ropes. So we gather the animals and we bring them back closer to our house. And that was what we did with the cows and goats in the past, and the carabaos. So I did that pretty early. And I also work in the sugarcane fields on the weekends when I didn't have class. So I made money pretty early. I started working in the sugarcane fields at the age of 8. And I felt like I took responsibility of my life even though I was a child. But that was mainly because I saw the need in my family, so I stepped up my game as a child. Probably I wasn't supposed to if I was born to richer parents, right? So that's part of it. At that time, I did not really understand it. I thought it was hard, it was difficult, I was struggling, I shouldn't be doing this. But over the course of years, I understood why. And it's very fascinating to me that at a very young age, I was able to step up my game, because I did not just help my parents with the farm animals, work in the sugarcane farm, but also I started selling mangoes, coconuts, bananas, guavas, any kind of fruits that was available, or any kind of vegetables that I could harvest for free. I would sell it. And at a very early age, I learned about money. So I learned to love money pretty early, and I learned to respect money pretty early. And I learned that when you have money, people will know you, people will see you special, you are special, and they will respect you. And that is what's happening with the world right now. And over the course of years and through my experiences, I did absolutely have proven the fact that when you have money, you will be first in line, you will be respected, you will be prioritized. And I experienced that as well. When you have money, when people see you, you have money, when you go to a bank and the manager sees that you have a big account in the bank, they're gonna offer you anything. And I've experienced that, and I'm so grateful to have experienced that. And when you have a car, and when you look good, you look nice, you wear nice clothes, when you go to a party, you will be invited to sit and eat first. You dig in first. And with my knowledge and with my wisdom about it, I tried to enjoy it, but in the depth of me, I knew it wasn't right. And so, yes, going back to the topic of taking responsibility and accountability, all of these things that we do, I do, you do, we are the only people responsible for what we do, what we decide, what decisions we make. And so I am at a point in my life that I am partly a product of my family, my background, my environment, and how I was, brought up. But almost 80% or 90% of me, of what I am right now, is a product of my choices, of my study, of my understanding, and my experiences in life. And I would not be able to seek the depth and truths of life without all of those experiences that I had to go through, good or bad, difficult or easy. And so, to all of the people that will happen to watch this video, that will resonate with me, I want you to know that at the very core of you is your divine power that is waiting to be unleashed, not by other people, but by the grace of God, and only through you alone, and not by the people around you. So we can never really blame anyone for our misfortunes, for what is happening in our lives, what is happening around us. We can never blame anybody. No one. There's no one to blame, not even God. Though, as we know, God has planned everything for us, but He is our guiding spirit, our guiding light. But we have to decide what we want and what we want to do each and every day that we wake up on this beautiful world. So, I have also learned to find joy in the nothingness, in the emptiness, in the quiet, in the silence of my life. And with that, I found so much joy and so much fulfillment. And just like what I'm doing right now, who who knows in my family? Nobody knows in my family that I'm doing this. Nobody knows in my family that I love this. I love nature, and I love the beauty, the simplicity of being here in the moment, recognizing that I am breathing, that I am alive, that today is the day. Today, the present moment, is all that I have. and all of the thoughts of the past is not in the present moment anymore. It's done and gone. And the future is not even here, so therefore it's not even real. So, what am I responsible for, really? In each of our lives, we're only responsible for the thoughts, for the emotions, for the reactions, for the choices that we're going to make. And there's big choices and small choices that we have to make. And to be able to recognize the small choices first, the small habits first, to form bigger habits is very important. And it's consistency, because without consistency and repetition, we cannot create a path in our brains, in our being, in our soul. We have to create a very clear path. That's why we have to be consistent with what we do. And I recommend everyone to go in silence for as little as 5 minutes if you have the time, to turn off your phone, to turn off the signal, to stop scrolling in social media, and try to find 5 minutes of your time to be out in nature and just sit and do nothing. And if you can do and try and do that in the morning and in the evenings before you go to bed, when you have your day off, just total silence. It's going to help you find clarity and calmness in your soul. And that's where I am right now. And I hope this inspires everybody. I'm right here in northern Cebu, Philippines, and it's a very peculiar thing that someone like me is able to do this, but this is me. I am born this way. And it doesn't matter if my family thinks I'm crazy because I'm talking out here out of nowhere by myself. But to me, it's beauty, it's magic. And when I see myself, I'm uploading this in YouTube. When I see myself down the road 20, 30, 40, 50 years, or when I die, when I'm gone, my kids will see this, my family, maybe grandchildren, and everyone in my lineage or in my generation will see this. And I hope to inspire you that there's nothing more important in life than being able to recognize and be fully aware of the beauty of the present moment, where you're at this exact moment, and to be able to manage our thoughts and emotions, become observers instead of judge and criticize our thoughts, our emotions that are endlessly coming in and out of our minds. And it's, to me, it's very fascinating to see that all of our thoughts are endless. All of our thoughts come and go fast, quick. Sometimes some of our thoughts stay longer and they linger, and some of our thoughts just hover around our heads every day, every minute. It makes people crazy, it makes people worry, it makes people anxious, because people get attached to the thoughts that they have, and that is so not right. We need to bring ourselves into awareness that our thoughts are always flowing, just like the water in the river, just like the clouds in the sky. But we are the sky, we are not the clouds. And people tend to forget that. When a storm passes by, the sky remains unscathed and untouched. It's the same, as clear as it is, as blue as it is. And we have to see that, we have to reflect on that. That just like the clouds, our thoughts are the same as the clouds, and we are the sky. And we have to be an observer. We just watch and wait. And so that's how fascinating our thoughts are. And people don't really understand detachment. They can't understand it because they don't seek the answers to it. And I believe if we continue to seek, if we continue to search for knowledge and wisdom, and if we continue to do the habits, we will find the answers. I'm not so certain if I find the answers myself, but I'm trying and doing my best every day to be aware, to notice, to be observer, and not a judge to the never-ending and endless thoughts that come into my mind. I'm nothing special. I'm just a regular, normal, ordinary being trying to be who I am and trying to live a life with purpose, because that's all I see. No matter how hard I dig through in my soul, in my mind, in my heart, what I see is me this way, seeing life and beauty with growing awareness of how beautiful life is when you are not attached, when you don't cling, when you don't grip so hard to people, to things and circumstances in life. And it's truly amazing. So I hope you will reflect on that, and I thank you for stopping by and listening to this video. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being there. I hope in this silence you find grace and gratitude and beauty. And I hope in your lives you're able to move forward with grace, patience, and gratitude as well, and live life to the fullest. Find meaning and purpose in everything that you do, may it be little or big. And that's just life. That's the way life is supposed to be. Thank you for watching. It's Christy here. You have a wonderful, fascinating time wherever you are watching from the globe. Please subscribe to my channel and hope to hear from you. Please write in the comments section and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day.